A lot of people nowadays argue about what is the best way to apply thermal paste, but if you're a first-time builder, this is my suggestion to you. Don't focus on covering all of your CPU with thermal paste. Focus actually on applying enough thermal paste without applying too much. Here is the trick. It doesn't make too much difference if you are covering the whole CPU or just almost all of the CPU, but it does make a pretty big difference if you apply too much. So first of all, my best suggestion is to add like a small dot in the middle. That is the most consistent way to apply thermal paste. You just put the dot in the middle, put your CPU cooler on top, and it will spread around most of the CPU. This doesn't go for some Intel CPUs that are really high, but I always use this for AMD CPUs because AMD CPUs are square, so it's really nice for spreading it by just putting a circle in the middle, putting the CPU cooler on top, and then it will also avoid things like air bubbles and stuff if you apply it to just one spot. A lot of people will say like, hey, do like an X or something, that is better. Honestly, when looking at the temperatures, it's pretty similar. It doesn't make much of a difference, and it's way more risky. There's way more risk of like the thermal paste going outside of the CPU area, which will be really bad. So always keep in mind to, when adding thermal paste, it's always better to add too less than to add too much. Because if you add too less, you can just try again, add more this time. But like when you try it again, remove the thermal paste from the last time. Don't add it on top of the thermal paste. That is also bad. So yeah, for thermal paste, remember this rule. It's better to add too less than to add too much. That's it. Thank you and see you in the next video. Bye.